Screen Team is back here on today's Talk 930 KWOC. The show is being brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, also Fearless Social, and Poplar Bluff Drywall. Remember, you can check out the Screen Team online at screenteampb.com. We're doing horror Christmas films for this edition of the Screen Team. We already reviewed The Nightmare Before Christmas. We're getting ready to do Krampus, but first, we got to do the classic Gremlins. This movie came out in 1984. It's a comedy horror film that was directed by Joe Dante. And ladies, I know that you see before yourself a very confident, very attractive, very egotistical man who's very certain about his abilities. But when I watch this film, I cuddle up in a little ball.
You hear it in his voice.
And
he even said to me, now, I'm going to come down here and cuddle with you throughout the movie, just so you know.
there's two things that scared me from my childhood, this movie and the Freddy Krueger movies. But I still cannot watch this film without getting
the heebie-jeebies?
The heebie-jeebies, man. And it's not really that scary of a movie when you look at it realistically, not realistically, but, when you're watching it as an adult, it's not supposed to be that scary. But
cheesy.
It is cheesy. It is cheesy.
I think it is scary. They did a lot with music and theme, and they were able to scare you with.
Yeah.
It's almost one of those scares that you just go, did that just happen? And you can't believe that someone actually went that far with a Furby-looking dude.
and that's the main premise. You have Gizmo, who is a pet for this family who lives in anywhere USA, but there's rules with this particular pet. You can't get it wet. You can't
feed it after midnight.
And it can't have any sunlight.
Right.
Or it'll die. Well, they break all the rules except for the sunlight
within
thing.
the first hour.
Yeah.
They break all the rules, and what happens is when they have water, they multiply. When they eat after midnight,
they morph.
They morph into gremlins, and that's the part I don't like. I like Gizmo.
I didn't like when they multiplied. First of all, the back was bubbling and little pieces popped out, and if reproduction like that's gross, first of all.
Poor little Gizmo.
And then they open the eyes, and they're slimy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they lift their ears off their eyes, and they're all slimy, and that right away I was creeped out with that.
So, Sabrina, had you seen this film when it first came out?
Oh, yes. Yes, that was back in the day.
So does it still scare you?
No, it didn't scare me then either.
What?
I didn't find the movie scary.
Not even a little bit?
To me, it's not. It's disturbing, but it's not scary to me.
Not even when Spike's like, Gizmo.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's just creepy.
No, that was kind of cute, I thought.
There's creepy and there's disturbing.
Right.
But scary is that shock of, ta-da, just that something you're not expecting to happen. And so, to me, no, it wasn't scary. But it is scary to a lot of people, and especially to little ones.
Yeah.
Or
there was some gross
or grown men who act like little ones.
There was some scenes that made me cringe as a kid, like the microwave scene.
Oh, yeah.
The mother sticks one of the gremlins in the microwave and turns it on, and I was always terrified that what happened if somebody got it stuck in a microwave after that. I don't know.
That was a pretty rough scene to watch, because you have that. She also puts it into a grinder or something like that, and
it's so above the top, though. That's what gets me is watching it now, and I just look at it like that's so extreme. Everything that they did in response to these things was extreme.
What would you do? If you were in that situation, what would you do, man? You would do whatever possible to get rid of those guys.
I hope I never find myself in one of those positions.
The violence in this scene, because it was so violent, because it was allowed to be rated for children, Spielberg asked them to alter the rating system.
That's
and
true.
In one of the Indiana Jones movies got them to alter the rating system.
That's true. We can thank Gremlins. We can thank Temple of Doom for that PG-13 rating.
Yep.
You remember what I said to you?
Yeah, about how they changed the script. What happened to Mom?
Oh yeah, yeah. But I was more going on that PG-13 movies can't be scary.
Oh right. And then he watched Krampus.
So wait, what happened to Mom? This is something I don't know about.
Mom has the kitchen scene, and everything is fine. But in an alternate version of it,
in one
not
of the first
filmed,
scripts, they had to rewrite it.
Really?
She lost
I'd
her
like to have
head.
seen that.
Pretty much.
But they decided because they wanted to make it more
Bless you.
family friendly to take that particular scene out.
Make it family friendly.
Right.
Exactly.
Mrs. Deagle goes flying through a window. That was always my favorite scene. She has one-story house, and yet she goes up these stairs for like 45 seconds.
A lot of good cast members in this. Phoebe Cates, who was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, she was in this film. Also, Corey Feldman. You know, one of the Coreys. This is one of his
One of the Coreys.
one of his first films. Are you a huge Corey?
Oh, my gosh.
Did you have the posters and everything growing
Grew
up?
up just totally crushing on the Coreys.
All right, guys. So let's do some ratings. Sabrina, out of 5 stars.
Oh, it's a 4, I suppose.
That's
Hard-
a 5
it's-
for me.
I don't know. Maybe it's a 3. I mean, it's hard to say that Gremlins is better than Nightmare
Right.
Before Christmas. So I have a hard time doing that. I'm going to
Yeah.
go with 3. Gremlins is not that great of a movie, in my opinion, but it's a classic. So it's sorry.
And Tracy, what'd you say?
For me, it's a 5.
Okay.
I liked everything about it.
I'm giving it a 1 because of what it did to me as a child and still doing to me. So
Can we,
it gets a
before we
1.
cut off, can we have a
It's a
small
1.
section for Phoebe Cates' father story? That was the creepiest part of the entire movie. Her father was missing around Christmas, and they went to light a fire.
Yeah.
And then we smelled something, and they pulled him out, and he was wearing a Santa suit, and he had a bag of presents.
Yeah.
And that just makes you cry in the middle of the movie. And then, oh, wait, let's go fight all these gremlins watching Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
Poor Santa. Thank God that's not the real Santa.
Yeah, no kidding. Gremlins, you can find it on DVD. It was on the streaming sites. It's not on, I guess, anymore, but you can find it on DVD. Coming up after the break, we're going to review Krampus. It's up next on Today's Talk, 930 KWOC.